Howdy doody, oh welcome to my channel, and I've got no teeth in, and I don't give a crappy. Oh, I can't put my teeth in. I was going to today, but I've had them in for 3 days, and they're killing me. If you ain't been in before, I'm Kerry. Nice to see you. Grab your tea, grab your coffee, grab your neighbour's dog, mate. Let's do this. Have a cup of chai with me. Well, I've got coffee. Welcome to my new subscribers. I got 12 new subscribers plus another 4. So welcome to the channel. It's not what you think it is. I think some of you don't realise what kind of channel this is. Not all of you, but it's just the messages I've been getting. I just wanted to give you a little recap. I'm an angel messenger. I'm not a tarot reader. There are loads of tarot people you can go to if you want private readings. I don't do private readings. I wasn't sent to this channel to do that. I work completely with the divine, and I walk my life with Christ. And I basically done this channel because I was having an awakening. And I've had a life. That's why I called it Laid Out Bare. I know it's boring for people that know, but it's like being in a class and we've got a couple of late arrivals. Where have you been? You're late. Now sit down. No, but sometimes you come to a channel and you just think, oh, it's just tarot. This is not tarot. So this is to awaken you, make you believe in yourself, just love yourself, be yourself. Don't be anyone else. That's why I don't do tarot, because I'm unique and I'm not a tarot reader. I read tarot, but I just didn't want to do this as a tarot channel. So I don't do small talk in the messages. So if you want to message me like nicely, there's no negativity here, you will be removed, because I just don't have it in my life, because I've had enough of it my whole life. So I don't do small talk like, are you cold in your house? This is what I got the other day. I knew exactly where you was going with that question. Don't comment on what I'm wearing unless you're being nice, because if I'm wrapped up, I already say at the beginning of the video, I've just been out with the dogs, and I'm very loyal to you on here, so I don't come in. I've just got in now, so I've still got my cardigan on. I don't come in and get my coat off and get all ready for myself to come on here. I come on here straight away when I come in, because that's when I'm more connected to the divine, when I've walked my dogs, because I've been outside, I've been praying, and I'm connected, and the angels will tell me to come on as soon as I get in. So I don't answer your small talk questions about, is it cold in your house? I knew exactly where you was going with that, so I just cut you off, because it's a silly question to ask, isn't it, when I said at the beginning. But yeah, so, and I don't sugarcoat crap. I'm not Willy Wonka. I haven't got a filter. And that's about it, really. So I'm just here to uplift you, make you feel strong, help you awaken, try to get you away from religion and more into spirituality. And yeah, sometimes I do karmic reads, sometimes I don't. Sometimes I read you bits like I want, that I've wrote down. Sometimes I just talk to you and we have a cup of coffee and a chat. So yeah, don't be offended with what I say, because if you don't like it, just don't be horrible and just like go. That's it, because I'm not here for all the likes and the subscribers. I'm here because I need to get a message out to you, because there's not many people like me on YouTube, and I'm not negative, but if people will start being negative, I will tell you, because that's the way I've been guided to. So that's that, really. And I am really grateful for you being here. And my loyal subscribers, I love you to bits. And I do tell you I love you, because I do love you, because we are all brothers and sisters. And what anyone thinks, we are all Jesus, okay? Jesus is not just the only Son of God, all right? Jesus is the Son of God, and he came here from God, the creator of everything, to make sure we know that we also can be like Jesus. We also can look within ourselves. When you go along, I don't want to get into religion because it can cause arguments, and I won't answer any messages about religion, because I work for the universe. Like God worked and came from the divine. He was full human and full divine, okay? And he was only sent here to show people. I didn't get that then. It was I do tell you my notifications. Yeah, he was only sent here to teach us to love each other and love ourselves and do work within ourselves to be closer to the divine, so we can get our gifts. We've all got gifts. It's just whether we awaken to them or not. So when God was crucified, it's so like in the Bible towards, you were born a singer. You wasn't born a singer. You might have been born a singer. But you wasn't born a sinner. Nobody was born a sinner. I know, I met Jesus and he told me we are not born sinners. That's what earthly people want you to believe. So you're frightened of God. Oh, I'm a sinner. No, you're not. God died on the cross. It's to do with an awakening. So he was sent here for everything to happen to him that happened. Then he got sacrificed by people that were horrible and evil, like people that you deal with every day, which are demonic. And he got sacrificed. Now, it's all to show us that we can sacrifice. We get sacrificed by people. So we can also die here on earth, as in not the dying you're thinking of. Then, when God rose out of the tomb, he was awakened. That's the reason it's done like that. Don't go too much to this sacrifice in Jesus and he died for our sins. No, he died because God sent him to die as a human to then be closer to the divine and then reawaken. Okay, and that's what we have to do. That's what I've done. I've reawakened and now I'm closer to the divine. And that's what God dying is, all right? No one is born with sin. Sin is instilled in you, and it's through you not having knowledge of yourself. So I've been the same. We've all done things that we get persuaded to do or we're drawn to do on earth, yeah, because people on earth are evil, and they are. And a lot of people are not awake. They're asleep, so they're walking around like zombies. So, yeah, that's the only thing that you need to know is Jesus wants you to work on your inner self, get knowledge, become closer to the divine. Don't worry about too much about material matters, which is don't worry too much about how much money you've got, what car you've got, what house you've got, because God brings that all to you once you awaken. Sorry, I just had my coffee. See, I'm not here to preach. I just want you to realise that some of the Bible is true, some of it's not. Some of it was taken out, some of it was changed by man. Mary Magdalene was the same as Jesus. She shared the same gifts. Jesus and Mary Magdalene had a spiritual union, which has nothing to do with sex. They had a spiritual union. Sex is to do with earthly matters. Jesus didn't want you to get married and be a slave to marriage. No, he didn't. Nothing to do with marriage is mentioned with Jesus. To be in a bridal way, when you read it in the book of the Gospel of Philip, is to be married and be ascended with the divine. And Jesus came here to make sure that man and woman were not separated. We was all equal. That's why he left Mary Magdalene with gifts. But obviously Peter from the Bible didn't like it because he was getting a bit powerful and he didn't want a woman in control, because they don't. That's what Jesus didn't want. That's why he left Mary Magdalene here as his equal. She had the same gifts as Jesus. So she got called prostitute. Then she basically become down like she was a sinner and all. Jesus took 7 demons out of Mary Magdalene because she did obviously do things before and sinned like we all have. Basically, that is what it's about. So if you want to learn more about your journey towards the divine, read the Gospel of Mary and read the Gospel of Philip, where Philip talks a lot about Mary Magdalene, and he also sticks up for her and what her gifts were, and that she was supposed to lead and tell people that everything they have is within them. See, if Mary Magdalene had become in charge, then we wouldn't have needed priests. We wouldn't have needed the church. Jesus says nothing about going to church. Your church is within you. You don't need priests. You don't need bishops. That's all to do with power. That's all it is. And who's in control? And that's why people sacrificed Jesus, because they thought he knew everything. And he was this. Well, he did know everything because he was connected to the universe. But don't think you're any different than Jesus. You're not. Jesus wants us to live like him because we are him. He's not the only Son of God. You are the Son of God. I am the Son of God. Okay? So that's it. And I don't want to get into it too much, but I just wanted you to know really what my journey is and what the journey is of Jesus. So, I do read bits of the Bible, and I do. But I don't believe it, or it's just what I go there to get answers. But like I said, if you listen to Gospel of Philip was only found in 1845, and then you'll find out then that it's more to do with the divine, and you'll know what Jesus was about. All right, so that's it. So I hope you're right, guys. And yeah, I do chat sometimes, and like I said, if you ask me for private readings, I don't do private readings because that's not me. I'm not a tarot reader, and you can go to anyone on YouTube and get a tarot. If you want a private reading, go to Jen, Empress Jen 333. All right, she's a friend of mine and she's really good at what she does. You can email her. She will give you a private read. If you want to go and learn about your horoscopes and your signs with someone who's very relaxing, very smart, very clever, and very handsome, go to Kareem. And Kareem is on there. I've got a link on my community board. Go to him. He's brilliant with star signs. He reads my star sign. And I love him and he's supported me a lot. And if you're watching Kareem, I love his pieces. And I do. You've supported me so much. So they're really good. If you want to go to someone who reads tarot, and is to do with current affairs, go and see Vida, who is Dig Deep Tarot. And if you want to know about the karmics, go and see, I think it's Bronwyn. Is it Bronwyn? I can't remember. Correct me if I'm wrong. She's from England and she's very good at the karmic energy. But I do read the karmic energy because I'm a collective like you. And I've had a life. So if you want to know anything and I don't judge anyone because I've had a life. I tell you my story in my videos. I don't hide anything about myself because I want you to be free about yourself. And don't let people talk about you. Just tell people what you are, who you are, what you've done, where you've been, because it doesn't matter where you've been. It's where you're going. And everyone's got a past. But I don't hide mine because I've been outed by so many people trying to destroy my life that now I out myself. And my story's better than theirs. They add bits on and make it quite sordid and horrible. My life's been quite bad and it's also been for my own good and it's made me who I am today. And I do laugh about my past because you have to laugh about your past. I have healed over my past. I fell on the floor over my past, but I'm not a victim and I'm a survivor and I'm just here to help you be the same. Okay, and that's all it is here, guys. That's it. And like I said, I am different. I'm truthful. Some people don't like the truth. It scares you. But you need to know the world is full of fake people, fake videos, and just fakeness. And I'm not fake. And like I said, sometimes I come on with my teeth on, sometimes I don't. Sometimes I have my eyebrows on, sometimes I don't. Sometimes I'm dressed up like an Eskimo, and sometimes I've just got a nightie on. But it's my channel, and I can sit here how I want. Because if people were that bothered about my channel, go and make your own. Seriously. So I'm just here to help you guys. I'm 51 years old. I've had a life and I've got children. I've got grandchildren. And I've had abuse in my life. I've been in battered wives' homes. I was in domestic violence with my mum when I was younger. And so I've been there and I know. I've been homeless. I've had nice homes. I've had loads of cars. I've had no cars. So at the end of the day, it doesn't matter what you've got, it's who you are inside. And I don't know why I've been guided to these cards because I just picked them up. And here we go. Just it always resonates here, what I say, guys. Ascending. So you're ascending and you're learning about yourself like me. And the angels might come in. I've got celestial beings that come in. I'm guided by the divine. So you will see orbs sometimes you won't. But it's because I'm highly protective and protective. I am highly protective. I always say this, protective. I'm protected of you and I am. But I am protected. All right. So if you see orbs, don't freak out. Sometimes they're quite big that come in here. So you're ascending now like a hot air balloon. You're getting closer to the divine and you're just transcending now. Hopefully you are, or you will. And you're now got a lot more expansion, I feel, on what you know, what you're believing to be true, what we just said. And you're learning. You might be enjoying learning and learning about yourself, learning about your past, which is helping you to grow and expand. And you're going through a new phase in your life, and you are, and it's lovely. And I feel like there's nothing stopping you now. You might be a fire sign, you could be an air sign. Okay, I'm getting. So you are ascending. You might have even had a hot air balloon, but I feel like, I feel like you're partying now. It's time to spend time, not so much partying, but just you need to spend time with friends. You need to have fun with people that are more like you. Maybe you want to meet people more like you, but you're happy being single, and you're just living in the moment. And you might go down the beach, you might be going on a holiday to the beach. I feel some of you might have played volleyball, I'm getting as well, but it's not so much partying, but I feel like you might be getting together now with people more like you, that are ascending like you. And just have fun. Enjoy your life, guys. That's all you need to do. And if you're single, be happy being single, okay? I'm celibate. I've been celibate nearly, 3-4 years now, and I'm loving being single. And if God ever sent me someone that was like me, on a spiritual journey like me, maybe, but I very much doubt it, because I know. Did you see that then? Thank you, angels, for coming in, because I'm quite happy being on my own, because I'm not alone and I'm still growing, and someone coming into my life would interfere with my growth. Now, I'm only talking because I'm a collective like you. It will resonate. All right, sometimes I do talk like but I mean you. So you're ascending, you're coming into abundance, and that doesn't always mean money. You've been manifesting, like whatever you've been manifesting is because you've been more positive, and your mindset is more positive now. So that's helping you get closer to your goals, what you want to do, what do you want to achieve, what do you want to be. And I think you're very grateful for the way things are going, and you're living quite a blissful life. It doesn't mean things around you. I feel like you're getting a lot of blessings, like more money. You could be getting money, like more knowledge, more of a clear head, more of an understanding of who you are, where you're going, what you want to do, where you want to be. Blessings are not always money. Sometimes it can be like to have a better state of mind, to be more knowledgeable, to be around more people that you can ascend with, have better soulmates, just nice things that you need more than want. You don't always get what you want. You know the song, you can't always get what you want, but if you try sometimes, you just might find you get what you need. And you do, and I can't sing, but I like to. So you probably are going to get more people in your life that you can ascend with. Excuse the nails, I've been picking my nails because it stops me biting them. So abundance is on the way, and it is because you're ascending, and now you're rising higher towards the divine. All right, and you might, like I said, you might be a fire sign, you could be an air sign. Just take it where it fits, don't take it literal. So you're starting to appreciate yourself now, and you are, because you've done the shadow work. So you could have been in a little bit dark night of the soul, which means, if people don't know what that means, because I feel like some people don't, it's when you look at your shadow self, the things you've done wrong. You have to face yourself. It's like someone tapping you on the back and turning around going, this is you. This was you. Like, you need to face now what you've done, what you've said to people. Like, that's all it is getting rid of the darkness, being on drugs, like whatever. Okay? So you now are indulging more in yourself, because you know you're worth something, and you have got a lot of self-worth, and you're very valuable, guys. Please believe me. Whether people have told you you're not valuable, don't you dare believe them. Every one of you, each and every one of you, have your own values, okay, what you believe in, and you are valuable. To Jesus, you're valuable, and you wouldn't have been put here if you wasn't. And being self-indulgent is not selfish, all right? You just do it because you're more self-aware. You start looking at yourself better, and you know your self-worth, and you do, because you've done the shadow work. And now you're starting to have appreciation on yourself. You might even light candles for your ancestors. If you don't, start doing it. There might be 3 or 4 of you, actually. You might have 4 guides around you, or you could have 3 children. You could have a little one on the way, I'm feeling, as well. But you might be one of 4 siblings. So I'm getting downloads as well while I'm reading the card. So you could be, like I said, I feel there's no twin flame here or anything like this. It's to do with you, your self-worth, your self-worth. I think that energy's gone now. I do. I feel like it's gone. This is about you. Okay, but like I said, you might light candles. You might want to start lighting candles. You might already do that for your ancestors. But light a candle for yourself. That's what I do at night. I light one for the angels and ancestors. I buy them a bunch of flowers every week. Even if I go to the food bank and I get free flowers, I give them to my ancestors and tell them, thank you for what they've done. And just light a candle for them, but light a candle for you and say to yourself, this is the light, so I will follow the light. And you don't feel as alone when you've got a candle on. I don't know why I feel like that. I never feel alone with a candle on. If I sit and think, oh, I feel a bit alone, I think I'm going to put a candle on, because that's my light to my higher self. And you can sing a little song that I do, I'm a little alone. Yes, I do that, I do. So you are getting abundance. You are, whichever way you want to look at it, Jesus will send you abundance in helping you create the person you want to be, helping you rise, giving you spiritual gifts, opening you up more to the divine, leading you to people like me and also people like you. I'm led to on here because you help me as much as I help you, and that is true. I'm no better than you. I've just got a camera and a light, and gifts. I'm no better than you. I'm not, trust me. I'm on the same level as you, but I just got guided to do this. And it was scary, but I had to do it, and I've got better at it, and I've got more confidence, and that's that. Don't worry, guys, all right? You can do exactly the same thing. Speak who you are. Just be who you are. So you're proper old school, you are. I feel like you had really outdated ways of thinking maybe in the past, and you was conditioned a certain way to be the person that you were. And I think you might be, or you might have been, replaying a lot of things in your head. Like, why do I feel like this? Why do I think like this? Because it's what was instilled in you. You might have had parents that are very outdated, very old-fashioned. Maybe you sort of went along with what they said about the way you've got to be with a family run like this, where you've stepped out of the box. And sometimes people don't like it. So you might have felt like you was in your head quite a lot. Like if you haven't, or you might feel like this now. It can be now, then, before, whatever. Okay, put it where it fits with you. So you might have been very I feel like you're from the 80s. I feel like you might have been born in the 80s. In the 70s, or I've got something to do with the 80s for some reason. You might like 80s music. You might dance around to 80s music. And you might like a bit of old school garage, I'm getting as well, a bit of old school music. And I feel like you were replaying a lot of things in your head. You might be now replaying a lot of events that have happened, and that's to do with your shadow work. Don't be scared to do that. Don't think, oh, I'm going to start thinking about it. I'm getting in my head again. You need to get in your head to be able to get out of it. Trust me, I was trapped in my head for years, and till I was about 49, and it's not a nice place to be, and it's not. And once you've got in your head, it's like unpacking a load of baggage, like a load of crap, like cleaning out a room that's hoarded up to the max with stuff, and you don't know where to start. Just start where you think you got to start. There is no special place to start, top, middle or bottom, meaning childhood, what has ever happened to you in your adulthood. It doesn't matter where you start. Once you start, God will guide you to clear the crap out of your head, and he will. And once you get peace of mind, it's the most beautiful thing in the world, and it is. Because I know what that's like to be stuck in your head, and I do, trust me. I was like a child stuck in all my things that happened to me, and I was running around screaming in my head, thinking somebody help me. But like I said before, nobody helps you. The only person that can help you is you. And then once you start helping yourself, Jesus will give you the strength to carry on. All right, I know what it's like, guys, and I do. So don't worry, don't get too over in your head as well. Don't overthink things too much. If you feel like you are, just go and have a sleep, and then God will rest you in the waiting room, and he'll help you with downloads. And then when you get up, try and write down dreams, because when you first awaken, your dreams are very confusing, and you think, oh, I can't write anything down, I don't know what I'm thinking. It doesn't matter if it's little snippets, okay? Later on, when you read it, you'll think, oh, I know what that means now. You might not get it at the time, but you'll get it later, and you will. Trust me on that. You will. Go through some old books that you wrote stuff, and you'll be like, oh, I get it, because your mind's clearer now. And that's how you can get, sort yourself out in your head. But yeah, I do feel like some of you are a bit old school, and I do. And I do feel with the tapes, with 80s music. I'm getting 80s music. So I think you're making new memories now, and you are. And if you're not, try and make new memories. Try and have a bit more fun. I don't mean partying and getting off your nut. It's no way to go, babes. If you're drinking, try and stop drinking. Seriously, it's called spirit for a reason, because spirits that you drink take away your spiritual intuition. And all this about God with wine and all that. God didn't, I call God Jesus. Jesus didn't even drink, and he didn't, and he was celibate, and it's a load of rubbish about drinking wine. People might have drunk wine back in the day. Jesus might have turned water into wine, but he didn't drink it. It's to make people more, like, to get them together, to show them. There you go, look, confirmation. So don't be drinking. Drinking stops your spiritual connection. It will block you from getting your gifts. The same as marijuana. People say, I channel better when I'm stoned. Trust me, you're talking to the biggest stoner that walked this earth. I give up weed year before last, I think it was now, and I could not channel when I was stoned. I thought I could because I imagined it because I was stoned, and trust me, my angels didn't come in like this and see me when I was a stoned. I had to clear my mind. Smoking weed is not close to spirituality at all. No, it's not. It's another thing. So you're guided to be blocked from your gifts, all right? So if you're smoking weed, I'd give up if I was you. It's not hard. It's the easiest thing I ever give up. Cigarettes is the hardest thing for me to give up, and I do still smoke, but I can't give up everything. I can't. So you needed time, or you need time now, and it takes time, guys, all right? There's no rush with this, what you're doing. There's no time in the divine. There's not. So just know that your progression will take time. Trust me, I've been sitting here for 3 years, morning, noon, and night, working on myself, trying to find out about myself, trying to clear my head, trying to, like, get over my childhood stuff. It's taken me 3 years of continuous healing to get where I am, and it has. And I have not had a day off. I've not at all. That's why sometimes I have to pull myself away from here, because I get exhausted. But it's not as hard as it used to be. But I've awakened on YouTube, and I have in front of you, to show you that if I can do this laid out bare, like lay my soul out bare to you, you can do it as well. But you will need time to heal. It's not an instant fix, and it's not. It takes time, work, and a lot of blooming effort, and it does. But you will go through all different cycles. Just one thing you got to do is don't give up. Don't give up, because you're giving up on yourself, okay? You get tired, go to sleep. You get, like, upset, cry, okay? There's nothing wrong with it. It's letting out all your bad toxins. So you need time to heal, like I said, and it does take time, and it does. But you will progress, and you will. And I just heard you got all the time in the world, and you have. There's no time on how long it takes you to heal. You'll heal forever, but the main healing to awaken, it just take your time. All right, just really focus on you and not time. You might even have one of them with a little time thing. I do that to brush my teeth. I do, because then I brush my teeth the correct amount of time. So you're healing your heart, and you are. You've healed a lot of heartbreak. I think you've been around a lot of toxicity, and you have, maybe, like it says, you had a lot of addictions. You might have been around someone that had a lot of addictions, but you are healing your heart, and you are. This says you've been in an abusive relationship. You could have been in one as a child. You could have been in one as a marriage. Just put it where it fits with you guys, because I know the energy, but I don't know your story. So just carry on healing your heart. Heal the heartbreak. Heal whatever has been toxic in your life. Get rid of whatever is toxic in your life, okay? You don't need toxicity around you now. No, you don't. Someone might be around you who likes to be toxic, I'm feeling. You might have always lived like that. I was very toxic when I was younger, because I was broken and run by the devil, and I hated everybody because I hated myself, because I hated what I'd become. And until I awoke, now I love myself. I love what I've become, and I realised that it was only for addiction that I hated myself, and I did. And you'll be fine, darling. You will be fine. And like I said, you could have been getting over an abusive relationship, or just a relationship that was toxic, but you're healing from that now, and you are. You might have had a lot of heartbreak in your life. I feel you might have done. So we'll have a little shuffle, and we're on 29:11. Have a beautiful day, okay? And like I always tell you, love yourself. Don't worry about the outside world. God will help you with that. Seriously, God will. If you don't worry about the outside help, and you do the work, and I must say this, I got this downloaded to me last night. Everyone thinks, I'm getting my abundance because you got rid of a toxic ex. No, if you don't do the work, and you don't work on yourself, you won't get any abundance. You don't just get abundance dished out to you. Like sometimes I see in the comments about, oh, I want my money. Well, you won't get it then. If you want anything, you won't get it. It's whether you need it, whether you've done the work. You only get abundance if you change yourself and heal yourself. You don't get given anything for nothing, not even from the divine. You're not all entitled to abundance just because you've got rid of someone. You've got to do the inner work, and you have, and I'm feeling led to say that. Right, yeah, So you might have been enabled with addictions. Might be a girl I'm talking to now. You might even have a tattoo of a snake, I'm getting. Or you might be able to see through snakes, if you know what I mean. You know when people are a little bit snakish. But snakes are not always a very bad thing. It doesn't always mean... Snakes is only a word that's been out the last couple of years with someone going, oh, you're a snake. That never used to be the word. That's just what people invented. Because snakes shed their skin. And shakes. You might be something to do with shakes, or... Because I just wanted to say shake. So snakes shed their skin. It's like you're reborn. So you might be a girl that, or woman, or a female energy of a man that has shed your skin like a snake, and you're reborn. That's what I'm getting off this card today. I feel you're quite charming as well. I do. I feel people like you, and you've got a nice charm around you. Not like a snake charmer, but you might be good with like your hands as well. But I do feel I'm going really cold. I feel like you might be a bit of a charmer in a good way, not a bad way. But I'm just seeing a girl with a snake tattoo on her arm, and I am. But I feel like you've shed the old skin of you, or that's what you're doing. And now you're not letting anyone overstep your boundaries, and you're not. I feel like you let people... Oh, my light just went off, and that was fully charged. That was fully charged, that light. So my angels might have turned that off. Hold on. This does happen because I get a lot of... My angels will take the energy out of my power when I'm talking. There you go. And that's charged, that is, guys. It's been on all night. So this is confirmation, and it is that this is what is true, what I'm saying. Right, so, sorry guys, I'll balance that in there for a minute. I will finish in a minute. That's because I'm getting energy drained out of my light. That lasts for ages, that light. It's about this big. So yes, that's confirmation. So some of you are... I don't think you're enabling anything anymore. You might have been around someone who was an enabler, but no, you're not worried about that anymore. You're not. And I feel like you're using your past, the way you shed your skin. You might be helping other people to do the same thing. And now you're not letting... the dog just barked. And now you're not letting anyone overstep your boundaries, and you're not. So I'm going to finish now because I feel like I have to. Because like I said, I'm led by the divine. And I got my book, 365 Days of the Year, Prayers for Women, on Amazon. It's only about $5. Excuse me. And... Bloom I'm going to do for you now. Right, so my lighting's not great now because my light's gone off. Someone said to me as well the other week, which was quite rude, what was it you put on there? I think I blocked you anyway. I will just block you if you get on my nerves. I'll see that. Look, see the angels. They said, you keep saying you're getting divine downloads, and you keep saying this, keep saying that. Maybe you should go Specsavers and get yourself some glasses. Keep squinting because you can't read. Well, I do wear glasses. I've got about 5 pairs of glasses, but I'm short-sighted. So I can't wear glasses to read close up because if a bus comes, right, I can't see the bus for crap. And I'd be like that with the bus. So I wear my glasses when I go out because I can't see people waving at me in the car either. They go, I waved at you, Kerry. You didn't even see me. I'm like, I didn't have my glasses on. But I can see close up, but it's my lighting in here. That's what it is. It's nothing to do with my eyesight. I go to the opticians quite regular. Yeah, I thought it was quite rude of him when he said that. Yeah, maybe you should take a little trip. And he kept saying to me as well, I must say this, well, I've studied medicine, and I think blah, blah. You haven't studied medicine, mate. You just Googled it, and you feel like you've been there. And if you studied it, you'd be a doctor. Then the next day was, well, I studied psychology, and I was told, well, mate, you didn't study. All you done was looked on Google. That was it. You ain't studied nothing. Because if you had, you'd be a doctor. You'd be a psychologist. You wouldn't say, well, I've done a lot of studying. Oh, mate, people like that do my head in. That might resonate as well. But anyway, if I say things, guys, it's for a reason. You mightn't be watching. And I just thought I'd let you know that I wear glasses, and I do. But it's the lighting. I'm 51, not 81, yeah? My eyes ain't that bad yet. I've worn glasses since I was about 12 years old. So anyway, bloom, guys, all right? So grow in the grace of knowledge of the Lord and Saviour, Jesus Christ, okay? To him be glory both now and forever. Amen. That's from Peter 3:18. But I've been a bit put off with Peter lately, and I have, because he actually wanted to be a bit more higher than Jesus, and he was a bit full of himself. So yeah, I don't know about this Peter on here. But grow in the grace and knowledge of our Lord. That's all you got to do. See, it resonates, always resonates what I say in my prayers. Right, so God, grower of everything beautiful, help me to bloom. If I were a plant, where would I be in my cycle of growth? I know I'm no longer a seed, little star seeds, for I can feel I've begun to grow. My roots have started to spread and take hold as I've grown closer to you and learned the truth in your word. And I felt the light of the sun as I burst from the soil, a new life in you. But beyond that, how far have I come? How close am I to the beautiful flower you intended? Help me, Father, to grow as tall, as deep, and as wide as you have planned, then to bloom with all the colour and audacity I can. I love that, guys. Look, it's going down again, the light. Amen. You was a star seed. You was buried, okay? And now you went in and hermited, and you might be doing that now, and you worked on yourself, and you bloomed, yeah? I always tell you, that little flower that in that crack of concrete, yeah? Where there's no other flowers but you. That's you. I always saw it when I was awakening. I saw crack. I was on a trading estate. Wherever I went, it was always just concrete. And then I'd feel, I don't know if I can do this anymore. And then all of a sudden I'd see a flower come out of the concrete. And I thought, that's me. And that's you, babes. And it is. And now you're not a little seed anymore. You're now bursting out, yeah, and you're blooming. And you're blooming gorgeous. And I'm blooming proud of you. And I am. And I love you guys. I'm only here to help you. I'm only here to be your friend. And I love you, and I do. And walk with Jesus. Keep praying. Go and watch or read the Gospel of Philip, please, and read the Gospel of Mary Magdalene, and then you might change your mind on Jesus and Mary Magdalene. And it changed my mind, and I'm learning every day and growing every day, and I love learning new things, and I love you, and I do. And thanks for coming to my channel. If you like it, like it. If you haven't subscribed, subscribe. If you have subscribed, I love you, and I truly appreciate you being here. And thanks for coming to my channel, and I love you, and I'll see you soon. And namaste. Thanks for coming to my channel. Mwah. Adios, amigos.